All right, welcome to the hospital ball field for our first Pee Wee A game of the season. A big shout out to the St.Lazare coaches for hiring us today and bringing us baseball action here at the hospital ball field. Both of these two teams are wearing red, so obviously there might be a little bit of difficulty deciphering the two teams. One has, oh boy, red, white, and kind of blue, and the other's red, black, and white. I'm Brandon Bordeaux, and this, of course, first game at the hospital ball field where we were part of many last season. Kahnawake 0-2, St.Lazare 1 win, 2 losses. Neil Daibo getting the call on the mound, and let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Mustangs. Augie Waltz, Travis Ring, Avery Kalo leading things off here in the top of the first. That's 1, 2, 3. Miles Pitaro, Phil Bouffard, Ben Lassard, Simon Cardell, Ashton Doucette, Hugo Bruni, and Colin Babineau, the 10 players in uniform for the Cardinals. You might remember seeing a lot of those teams last year. Of course, the core of this team made it to the semifinals of the U13B regionals. And there's a pitch in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on the leadoff hitter, Augie Waltz. Looks like he's grown a little bit since last summer. The 1-0 pitch coming up from Daibo. And Waltz has been plunked, and he will... Oh, no. It's a foul ball, I think. Oh, it's just a ball because he put his hand in the way. So it's ball 2, and we've got a 2-0 count on Waltz. Daibo winds up. Here's the delivery. Waltz high hitting. Knocked down at first by Amati Horn. He takes it to the hole for the first out of this afternoon's ball game.
Go, coach, clean that base.
1 up, 1 down, and here comes the number 2 hitter, Travis Ring. Ring and then Avery Kalo, 1, 2, 3 to lead things off here for the Stangs. 1 up and 1 down. Good little momentum builder for the home team, who have had a couple of rough outings to begin this 2022 campaign. Here's the pitch to Ring. And that's foul tip for strike 1. That is the best pitch Daibo has thrown. That's got to be a good little confidence booster. Something you rarely see, the left-handed throwing catcher. Kingston the little back there, I believe. Here's the 0-1. And there's some high stuff in which Ring lays off for an even count here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. A lot of ones. Illuminati playing here. The 1-1 delivery. That misses the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Good height there, but just the location tracker was a little off. 2 balls and a strike here on Ring. The pitch. And that's skied into shallow center field. That'll get through to the outfield. Ring takes his turn at first. Thrown back in, and a bloop single for Ring gets the Mustangs a runner on here in the top half of the first inning. And Avery Kalo will lead into bat here, the number 3 batter. Number 78. Miles Pitaro on deck. So yeah, a lot of these players were part of that U13 Mustangs team last year, which made it to the semifinals of the U13B regionals, in which the eventual champion Warhawks were able to prevail. Here's the pitch. Runner's going, or no, he lays off. That's strike 1, and meanwhile back over at first. Ring had a little bit of a jump there, but decided to get back over to first base. Neo and Daibo sets. There's the delivery. Off the plate, even count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Throw that ball.
Up high, runners going. The throw is down to second. Gets it to the outfield. Ring's gonna hold though. As Mia Lucero Armstrong decides to try and test Ring's concentration. Runner on second with one down. Ring's got a bit of a lead over at second. About 30, 40, 50 feet off the bag, but he's gonna go back. 3 balls and a strike meanwhile on the batter. Avery Kalo with the cleanup hitter Patero on deck. Runners going. That's ball 4. Runner took their base down the third baseline. Know that the Bantam B Warhawks or Bantam A Warhawks will be in action tomorrow in St.Lazare against the Crush. Bantam B's in action right now at Chateauguay, and the Adam B's are in action against Lachine right now over at Maddie's Park. Swung on and tipped into the bat for mitt for strike 1. After that, Danny Cross, the left-handed catcher, behind the plate. Good concentration there. The 0-1 delivery from Daibo. That's a little high, and it's an even count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
3-8. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. That's high, and it's an even 2 ball, 1 strike count. Phil Bouffard on deck for the Mustangs. There's a 2-1 delivery. That's hit well to center field. That'll get in there. A base hit. 1 run scores. Ring has crossed the plate. Kalo gets to second. And hustling down the first baseline is Patero. And 3 consecutive runners have reached base now for the Mustangs. And that is our first run of the game. It's 1-0 St.Lazare. And here's Bouffard stepping in with 2 runners aboard here. Another righty. Upstairs for ball 1. Want to know the count.
Hey guys.
That's in there. Good looking pitch from Daibo. Even count. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's got to do some good wonders for Neil Daibo's confidence here. The 1-1 delivery. Hit well to third. It gets by McCumber and gets it to the outfield. And the bases are loaded here in the top half of the first inning.
Go, Ben, go!
And here's Ben Lassard here with the bases juiced and 1 out. He would represent what would be the 5th run, which is of course the max here in Pee Wee A. The delivery from Daibo. Lassard gets a hit, a hold of this one, and that will shoot the gap and go to the wall. 1 run scores, a 2nd run has scored. Mayo throws it in, and a 3rd runner will come home. And now here's an inside the homer opportunity. It is a grand slam and a 5 spot for St.Lazare in the top half of the first. Lassard has hit the home run to put the Mustangs up 5 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Not that far. Welcome back to the Hospital Ball Field, bottom of the first inning. Pee Wee A division, St.Lazare Mustangs, Kahnawake Warhawks. It's a 5-0 lead for the Stangs. There's a high pitch to Slade. Two Rivers leading things off here in the bottom half of the first inning. Yonda Daibo and Mia Armstrong, the second and third hitters, set to do up afterwards. Here's the 1-0. Two Rivers pops this one up on the infield, and that'll get through. A bloop single for Slade, and a good start for the Warhawks here in the bottom half of this first inning. And here comes Yonda Daibo stepping up to bat. Two Rivers part of that Adam B team, which went 12-4 last year and could have challenged for the regionals in that division. Runners going, and Two Rivers got a good jump. He's in at second base, and he's going to go to third base. And I have a feeling he is going to make his way home. And Slade Two Rivers has gotten the Warhawks on the board. It's 5-1. Good piece of base running by Slade. No RBIs on that play, but I don't really think that's going to matter here. The Warhawks will take it either way they can. It's 5-1 as Daibo steps into bat against the starting pitcher for tonight, Augie Waltz. And that pitch is swung on and missed for an even count on Daibo. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mia Armstrong and then Amante Horn up in this inning. Oh! And she got hit in the elbow, and that could be a really tough spot to get it. She'll make her way over to first on the hit by pitch. Jeff Cardell, by the way, the coach for this team. Daibo safe at first. Armstrong stepping into bat. They throw back at first. A nice little battle here between Waltz and Daibo. That's on the inside corner, and we've got an even count. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner on first. It's 5-1 here. The Warhawks have scored. That's in the dirt. It gets away. Daibo's on her horse. She'll make it into second base standing up. And so now that takes out the double play possibility along the ground. As Waltz delivers a 2-1. That's off the plate as well. Armstrong got a good jump. And the ball going back to the backstop did not hurt her cause getting down the third base line. 2 stolen bases in this sequence and a 3-1 count to Armstrong. Here's the 3-1. That's right down Broadway, and we've got a full count, 3-2. That's a pitch, that's what you want to see down Broadway. Apparently the Tampa Bay Lightning did not want to be down Broadway the other night in that 6-2 loss to the Rangers. Here's the full count offering. It's a little high, and it was a good location. He just needed to get it a little lower. And here comes Amante Horn stepping up with runners on the corners and nobody out, so a crucial juncture at this point of the ball game. Nashton Mayo on deck. Horn fouls this one off. Oh, thank goodness that gate's on top of the swing set over there, or else maybe a kid would have gotten plunked. If I was a ball coach, I say as long as he gets to first base. Here's the 0-1 offering to Horn. Now the runner's going, and Armstrong takes out the double play possibility. And now there are 2 runners in scoring position for the Warhawks.
1 ball and 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Warhawks a couple of tough losses to start the year. Losing at Presskill and to Valleyfield. That's low. 2-1 the count here on a Monty Horn. Slade Two Rivers has already scored. That's right down Broadway. Good looking pitch. Good looking pitch by Waltz. And it's a 2-2 count on Horn. And Horn has to look out as some chin music sends him down to his feet, and we've got a full count here, 3-2. Oh, 2-2, sorry. Good. Oh, 3-2. Okay, full count. I'm not losing my mind just yet. Here's a 3-2 offering. On the ground and foul, and this will be the 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up here. Five-1 lead St.Lazare. 2 runners aboard. The left fielder is really shallow. Horn on the ground to second, knocked down by the pitcher. Cardell, or Walls, he throws the first. They get the out at first. Dybo scores, and Armstrong gets down the line to third. 5-2. Good play by Waltz, the pitcher, to knock that one down for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. It's 5-2, and here comes Nashton Mayo. That misses away for a 1-0 count.
Pay attention! Pay attention! Pay attention!
Sky, pay attention! Where's Joey?
Don't forget in Pee Wee A, by the way, you could steal home base. That's in the dirt. The backstop over here doesn't really favor stealing home. You got to look at Lachine. Maybe that's a good place. Plenty of room in foul territory and plenty of room behind the catcher. 2-0 on Mayo, 5-2 lead for St.Lazare in bottom of the first. That's high, and a 3-ball strike, or 3-ball no strike count on Mayo. And that misses, and a 4-pitch walk to Mayo will put what would be the 5th run of the inning aboard. And here comes Cage McCumber stepping in. Warhawks won 3 regional championships last year. This is the one player on the squad who has experience from those teams, winning with the U13 B team. And he's got himself a big opportunity here. There's a throw back to first. Mayo is there. But they say, like, once that ball is thrown back there, you have to stare down the pitcher until you see the ball leave his hand, the first baseman's hand, to throw it back to the pitcher. Stare down the first baseman. That's in there. One down here in the bottom half of the first inning. It's 5-2 St.Lazare. 2 runs in for the Hawks. The windup and the delivery. Upstairs. Sent McCumber reeling a little bit away from the pitch. As a result, we have an even count here. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. You know, Bobby loves those even numbers, or those odd numbers that all line up. It's like he plays slots. The 1-1. Oh, that's high. 2-1.
That was a great pitch.
Good location. Just a little bit upstairs. And the count's 2 balls and a strike. Ball's in the dirt, and Mayo takes off down to second. He will get there, and 2 runners are in scoring position. After that, Danny Cross is on deck. That's in there. We've got a full count, 3-2. First base is open, so if this ball is put in play, nobody has to run. They'll wind up in the 3-2 offering. That's high, and we have a base on balls. McCumber walks, and what would be the 5th run of the inning is on base. Derhadani Cross stepping into bat. Runners on first, second, and third. Bases loaded. Sachs juice shot into left field. That's going to test the fielder. He makes the catch. And the runner didn't get back down to first. Oh, man. And now he gets away. Oh, my Lord. Sometimes you do this stuff for 15 years and still have seen things which you've never seen before, and that, my friends, is one of them. I don't even think I had to talk during that. Just let everything take you away. So this inning's not over. The bases are loaded still. Ball 1. So it's a fly out, or a fly out to left. And in steps Ocean Goodleaf with a huge opportunity here for the Hawks. The 1-0. That's right down Broadway. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery. Upstairs, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 down here with the score 5-2. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
Waltz sets. The 2-2 delivery. That's upstairs. And ladies and gentlemen, those of you playing baseball at home, we all grew up dreaming about this moment, except it'd be Game 7 of the World Series. 3-2, bases loaded. 2 down. You're at bat. Augie Waltz, Ocean Goodleaf, take us away. And that is a base on balls, an RBI walk for Goodleaf. 5-3. And now Shane Jacobs will step into bat. What would be run number 5 is over at second base. Oh, we got a whistle, or a whistle. It's not hockey. Got a timeout here. Down. And we have an injury timeout. Mayo's heading to the dugout. Oh, and Mayo's going to stay in. Okay. False alarm, just like some of you avid bingo players would hear on a Friday night. 5-3 as Jacob steps into bat here with a golden opportunity. Watches ball 1 fly by, want to know the count. If Shane were to walk here or get a single that keeps the bases loaded, Kingston DeLille's on deck. And it's now 2-0. Here, Augie Waltz here, you just got to settle down. Just breathe in a little bit, make sure that you're good. There's no rush right here. We got lights here at the hospital ball field. Take it easy. Oh!
Time on the field.
Are you okay?
Everybody up, come on. Everybody up.
Oh. It's a noble. Take it from a guy who was plunked 9 times one time in Little League action, 9 times in a season. It's a noble thing to get plunked by pitches. And that is a very hard-earned RBI single for Shane Jacobs. This will be your last batter of the inning, regardless as to what happens. 5-4, bases loaded, 2 outs. Kingston DeLille watches ball 1 fly by on the inside. And that will miss. 2 balls, no strikes. Cage will come on third. Any contact, you run. You heard Joel Norton down there, the first base coach for the Hawks. That is strike 1, and we've got a 2-ball, 1-strike count.
2 balls and 1.
High and away, and we are at 3 balls and a strike. Pressure's on Waltz here to throw one in the strike zone. Hit off the edge of the bat. That'll get through to the outfield. And as long as you make it to first, which Kingston DeLille does, that is a 5 spot. And folks, it looks like we have ourselves a slugfest on tap at the hospital ball field. St.Lazare came in and scored 5 in the first. The Warhawks come back and score 5 in the bottom half of the first. St.Lazare 5, Kahnawake 5. We're coming back with the top half of the second inning. Welcome back to the hospital ball field, top of the second. Pee Wee A action. St.Lazare Mustangs, Kahnawake Warhawks, all squared up 5-5. Here's Simon Cardell stepping into bat. Ashton Doucette and Hugo Rooney due up as well. That pitch misses. And we've got a 2-0 count. That's upstairs and away, and it's a 3-0 count. Oh, and that's a hit by pitch. And if you're the Warhawks, you better get in position here. Get to second base, be on your toes here. So here's Doucette. Swings at strike 1, runner takes off to second, and that will be a stolen base for Cardell.
Good job, Simon!
5 runs on 4 hits for the Mustangs here. And for the Warhawks, 5 runs on 2 hits. And that's outside, 2-0.
Stand anywhere next to that box, throw that ball. You don't gotta wait there. Go to pitch.
Good eye, Ashton!
Runner takes off, and Cardell got a great jump. Makes it down to third. A lot of these Mustangs are second-year Pee Wee players. They got the experience. They took down the heavy favorites in the quarterfinals last year, the Black Mustangs. And that is a 4-pitch walk to Doucette. And I'm wondering when Justin Horn comes out, and he has called timeout. After a 4-pitch free pass was issued out by Neil Daibo, Justin Horn will head on over. We're gonna be waiting on final scores from both Maddie's Park and Franco Park in Chateauguay, where the Bantam B Warhawks are playing the Chateauguay Red Sox. Over at Maddie's, I believe the Adam Bees are playing against the Lachine A's.
I'm all discombobulated.
Hey.
I'm all discombobulated. I forgot how to
Is that a real rule?
No sunglasses for the picture. You know, I forgot how to put the stuff on. I'm serious. I was like, Only prescription glasses.
You wouldn't have forgotten it. If it was in the rule book, you wouldn't have forgotten it.
You cannot have on the mouth.
We got that on camera.
Oh, come on, it's town. Even though the other team paid for it. I'm serious. There's a pitch that misses the plate, and 2 runners are now in scoring position as Hugo Bruni steps in.
Go, go.
Fouled, and I think Bobby Kennedy just seen his life flash before his eyes off that foul ball. 5-5 scoreline here in the top half of the second. 2 runners in scoring position for St.Lazare. That floats over the strike zone, but not in it. (3-1). Hit well to shallow center. That's going to drop. 1 run scores. A second run will cross the bag. 7-5 St.Lazare here in the top half of the second.
Ben oui, parce que son nom d'entente est assez long, et l'année passée, il y avait pas de chance.
And now the hitter who will be rounding out the lineup, Colin Babineau. So from what my recollections tell me, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these players were on that Red Mustangs team last year. No outs and a runner on first base. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Runner takes off, throw to second. Will not be in time. It's a swipe for Bruni. So Babineau has a runner in scoring position. Off the plate.
Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Go, Calais!
Letting it go too early.
Hitter, buddy, let's go!
Runner's going, the throw to third. Not in time.
2 balls and 1 strike.
Go, Calais!
No out.
Come on, Neil!
3-1.
Gotta give her a better target.
Vas-y, Calais! C'est rentré, le gars!
Oh, and Babineau's going to second, and guess what? Nobody was covering. So a walk, which leads in the runner advancing to second base.
Guys, everybody see what happened there? What happened?
Runners on second and third. And here's Waltz 0 for 1, grounded out back in the top of the first. That's hit well to left field, and that will get behind the left fielder and make its way to the wall. Two Rivers brings it in. That's Goodleaf having trouble with it. Two Rivers got it now. And that is an inside the park home run, and that is going to do it for the top half of the second. It's 10-5 St. Lazare, and the seesaw battle continues here at the hospital ball field. Back at the hospital ball field, bottom of the second inning. It's 10-5 for St. Lazare. 1-0 count on Slade Two Rivers, who has singled, stolen 3 bases, and takes strike 1 at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's down Broadway, and Waltz has found his mojo a little bit with those 2 straight strikes. Two Rivers fall, tips it, and it's not caught.
Way to stay alive.
Well, although that might have looked low, you gotta remember this is really close, and when there's 2 strikes, they teach you if it's too close to take, you swing. There's a 2-2 count now. The 2-2 delivery. That's low, misses, just got to get a little higher up there in the strike zone. And we've got a full count on Two Rivers, 3 balls, 2 strikes. This is pitch number 7 of the at-bat. That's outside, and an 8-pitch walk drawn by Two Rivers. We had a lot of these players too played Adam B last season, so they made the jump from Adam B to Pee Wee A. That is one heck of an incline. Here's Neon Daibo, who was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored a run back in the first. Two Rivers is going, got a good jump. The throw down to second, and it gets it to the outfield, but the center fielder there to back her up. So that is Slade's 4th stolen bag of the game. Well, what a good jump by Slade again. The throw down to third. And he has stolen his 5th base of the game. So a runner on third with nobody out. Daibo getting set to hit. That's upstairs, 2-1 the count. There's a 2-1. Upstairs, Two Rivers is going. He scores. He steals home. I think I jinxed it when I said no one was going to be able to do that here. 10-6. Back to the action at bat. 3-1. Ball 4. Daibo draws a walk. And here comes Mia Lucero Armstrong, who is no official at-bats. She walked and scored back in the bottom half of the first inning. 10-6 lead for St. Lazare. That's in the inside corner, 0-1.
You have to keep your eye on the ball all the way.
Travis Ring, the catcher, looking down the first baseline. Put Daibo back over to the bag. The 0-1. Waltz throws back to first. He's getting close though when he makes that little glance back at first. Maybe him and Cardell are playing a little cat and mouse game over at first base. The wind up in the delivery, that's in there. Strike two, I believe. Monty Horn on deck. He has a sacrifice RBI. 0 for 1 on the day. Upstairs, they throw back over, or they fake the throw over to first. (10-6) here in the bottom half of the second. Runner on first base, nobody out. That one hops a bag and gets to the backstop. Daibo takes off and she'll get into second standing up. And an even 2-ball, 2-strike count here.
Yeah, me too.
That's in the inside corner, strike 3. Throw down to third. Gets to the outfield. That's the first out of the inning. And here's a Monty Horn. Runner on third, 1 out, 10-6 our score. 1 run in the bottom half of the second inning. Amonte 0 for 1 has a sacrifice RBI, grounded out back in the bottom half of the first. Horn fouls this one off, 0-1 the count. Horn swings through this. Strike 2. Ashton Mayo on deck. He has walked and scored a run. Off the bag and Bob Kennedy, the home plate umpire, using his head, so to speak.
The head is mightier than the sword.
Okay, wait. Time out. On the ground is set short. There's a throw to first. In time, it's a sacrifice RBI for Monty Horn, and it's 10-7. I'm sorry here. Hang on a second. The umpire, the umpire is a very funny man.
There'll be 2 outs.
I've not laughed this hard in about a week. 10-7 our scoreline. And here's Nash and Mayo. 2 outs, nobody on. Mayo lays off, ball 1. Cage McCumber on deck. Pitch misses away. As mentioned, Mayo walked and scored back in the bottom half of the first. And he lays off the outside stuff. 3 balls. And that is a 4-pitch walk to Nash Mayo. He's seen 8 pitches today. All of them have missed the strike zone. So it's a 4-pitch walk to Mayo. And here's Cage McCumber with the runner on first trying to extend the inning. There's 2 down. 2 runs in for the Warhawks in the bottom half of the second. Upstairs. Cage McCumber, you got to lower that bat if that ball's going in there. If it hits the ball, if it hits the bat, it's a foul tip. Here's the 1-0. Right down Broadway. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, there's a bottle in car water.
In the car.
And that is down Main Street for strike 2. 1-2 the count.
Can I push it? There's a bottle in car water.
Fouled off the bat. Barehanded play, and it gets through to the outfield. Mayo's on his horse. He will get the 3rd. Runners on the corners, and what would be run number 5 in the inning is coming up to bat. Well, Waltz, the pitcher, makes this play barehanded. And the throw just got offline. Mayo gets the 3rd. And here is Cross. After that, Danny Cross has flown out. Hit on the ground towards the 3rd baseline. There's a long throw. Oh, it's offline. And runners are on the corners again. And it's 10-8. What would be the game-tying runs at first. And here is Goodleaf, who has walked. Shane Jacobs on deck. That swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Gotta watch the ball all the way, Ocean. Don't look in the field. Keep your eye on the ball.
Keep it on the ground.
There's the 0-1 delivery. That's in the dirt, and that will mean that a runner's going to second. And 2 runners are in scoring position now. As Cross gets to second base. Game tying run is 180 feet away from home. Sorry, 160. It swung on and missed. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Augie Waltz is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. The 1-2. That's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Our umpire never misses an opportunity to say deuce, deuce, deuce. The 2-2-2. Upstairs, and suddenly it's gotten really interesting here. A full count. Shane Jacobs on deck. The 3-2. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And now it's up to Shane Jacobs. Force anywhere for the Mustangs. 10-8. Runners on first, second, and third. Or as I could have just wasted less breath and said, the bases are loaded.
Yeah, that's why he's upside down. Or he played dead.
Swung on and missed by Jacobs. Check swing, and he was a little behind on that 0-1. It swung on and missed, nothing in 2. Oh, 1-2. Waltz trying to get out of the inning. Here's the delivery. It misses, and we've got another pitch in this inning. Is the 1-2. That's hit in the air to shallow center. It's caught. No. No, it is caught. Okay. Lazare makes the catch on a rope. And this inning ends. Boy, what a tilt here at the hospital ball field. The Warhawks have sent up 18 batters through 2 innings. And only 1 out recorded against St.Lazare throughout, so what a slugfest. It's 10-8 Mustangs heading into the top of the 3rd. Welcome back to the hospital ball field, top half of the 3rd inning. This game brought to you by Jeff Cardell, head coach of the St.Lazare Mustangs Pee Wee A team, who are in a dogfight right now with the feisty Warhawks. It's 10-8. The plucky Warhawks, 2-0 the count on the leadoff hitter, Travis Ring. Kingston DeLille is in to pitch. It's been a battle of hits versus walks and small ball. The Warhawks, of course, with the small ball portion of this one, that's what's gotten them into this. The Mustangs, meanwhile, with contact, driving the ball down the field, and it's been a great game all around. 10-8 our score. As soon as I said that, it's a 4-pitch small ball walk, and the runner has to, if you're the infielders, you got to be on your toes here, and especially if you're over at second base or short. This is Pee Wee A. It's not like Pee Wee B where you just take your base. And as Slade Two Rivers showed you earlier, you could steal home. Well, here we go with Avery Kalo stepping in. He walked and scored back in the top half of the 1st inning. Runner goes. That gets away. Hit the derriere of the umpire, and runner stays on second. Stolen base for Ring. Feeling awfully golden right now after that. Runner on second. 10-8 score line. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, and it gets to the backstop, and the runner's going to take off down the line to third. And the throw comes in a little late. Runner's on third base. Ring's got his 2nd steal of the afternoon. And now a shot to the outfield, even caught, would score possibly the 11th run of the game for St.Lazare. 10-8 scoreline. And that one gets to the backstop. 3 balls the count.
Why don't you play? Put the phone down and play.
Miles Pitaro on deck, the cleanup hitter. That is missed, and a 4-pitch walk will put runners on the corners, with the cleanup batter stepping in to hit now for St.Lazare. For the Warhawks, over the first 2 games, it was a battle of not being able to hit. Now it's not being able to pitch. They're struggling to find the strike zone. Warhawks have 8 runs right now through 2 innings. That's a really good pace, but the Mustangs have 10, and they have 2 runners in scoring position here in the top half of the 3rd inning with nobody out. Pitaro stepping in. We got a a time called by Justin Horn. Or
Pitcher, they step out of the box and you not stop. Do not stop once you start. Step out of the box.
So what Bobby Kennedy was explaining was the balk rule, which I always thought was a funny word because I always associated with a chicken, but it's a rule. If you step off the mound and stop your delivery as a pitcher in the MLB, that means all runners advance. It'd be a lot easier to pick off runners in the MLB if it wasn't a rule. That misses. So Kingston DeLille trying to settle in here. That's in the dirt. Gets to the backstop. Runner's going. And there is our second steal of home. As Ring scores. And I am out of ink on my pen. 1 second. Top half of the 3rd inning. New pitcher in the game for the Warhawks. It is Slade Two Rivers, the southpaw. And the 2 runners get good jumps to throw down the baseline. Snatched over there at 3rd, but the runners were safe. So 2 runners in scoring position. 1 run in already for the Mustangs. It's 11-8. Two Rivers with some off-speed stuff there, and that's a nice pitch by the southpaw, and it's an even count 1-1 to Phil Buffard, who has singled and scored. 1 for 1 on the day. Hit on the ground, right back to Two Rivers, and he'll make the sure play at first. They barely got him. Some anxious moments over there at first base. That's a sacrifice for Buffard. It's 12-8 St.Lazare here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Pitaro made it over to 3rd. And Ben Lassard, who has cleared the bases, a bases clearing a grand slam back in the top half of the 1st inning, is coming into bat right now. Throw back to 3rd. That's a really good catch by Nashton Mayo. And now the runner's going to come in, and there is a steal of home. And Pitaro scores to make it 13-8. Mustangs, 3 runs are in the top of the 3rd inning. So 1 down. Hit in the air to center field. That drops in front of the center fielder. Lassard turning the corner, and he will retreat back to first. It's a bloop single. And in will step Simon Cardell. No official at-bats, was hit by a pitch, stole 2 bases, and scored a run back in the top half of the 2nd inning. 1 down, and A runner on first base, 3 runs in for the Mustangs, so this right here represents what would be run number 5. And Lazare jumped the gun. Huh. That was a good jump by the runner at first base. They got a little anxious. And that is a hit by pitch, and that is the second time that Cardell's been plunked. It's a very noble way of earning a living. Says Craig Biggio, who's the MLB record holder for the most hit bats in a career. I know he was plunked over 200 times in his baseball career. And there we go. Bases loaded. Ashton Doucette gets hit in the back, and the bases are loaded for Hugo Bruni. One down. 3 runs in already for St.Lazare. Hit on the ground to first. The pitcher knocked down, and it floats his way to the right side of the infield. The 5th run is coming across and will score. Monty Horn throws it to first, but I think only 2 of those runs are going to count because
They might go!
I actually think the 3rd guy that came in was actually run number 6, so it stops at 2. 15-8 St.Lazare heading into the bottom half of the 3rd. One finds its way down St. Jean-Baptiste Street in Chateauguay. Right down the middle.
Oh, wow. That was great. You see?
That one goes down Broadway.
Watch that ball.
Strike 2. Runner on 3rd, 1 down. That's outside. That's ball 4. Feel like following my pitch count is probably not the best idea. 6-pitch walk means that runners are on the corner with 1 down. And here is Mia Lucero Armstrong. 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. And that one misses, ball 1. And they really got to be wary of not only the runner going from first to second, but also Slade Two Rivers at 3rd, who has swiped 6 bags here. Now there's a throw to first, dropped. Two Rivers is taking off. And runners are on 2nd and 3rd. Some anxious moments over there, but all it ends up being is that one runner is 80 feet closer to home, and that would be the 2nd run of the inning. I don't even remember what the pitch count is here on Armstrong. That misses. Upstairs. Ball 1, I think. Ball 2, 2-0. Okay, I was right. And right now, Armstrong has herself a batter's count. 3 balls, no strikes. With a Monty Horn on deck, the cleanup hitter. Ball 4, Two Rivers is taking off. He scores! Ladies and gentlemen, Slade Two Rivers has stolen 7 bases. And here comes a Monty Horn, 2 runners on. Corners is where they're located. It's 15-9. Remember, the Warhawks could score a maximum of 5 here. One down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Do sets. Ball one misses upstairs, and Armstrong not going to take off. In the dirt. Good catch there behind the plate. 2 balls. Nashton Mayo on deck. He's walked twice and scored twice. That's inside. Travis Ring, the catcher, directing traffic back there. Here's the 3-0. Horn got the green light on 3-0, swings through this one and fouls it back. And it's a 3-1 count. As the breezy day that we've had here, below average, 23 was the high for the day here in Kahnawake, and a couple of degrees short of the average for this type of year, and that misses inside. And ladies and gentlemen, Nashton Mayo, the stage is all yours, my friend. Bases loaded, 1 out. Nashton Mayo up to bat. Check swing, did he hold back? Yes, he did.
Go, Ashton, go!
1-0. It's a battle of Ashton versus Nashton here. Ashton Doucette on the mound, Nashton Mayo at the plate. And Mayo chops this one to short. It gets through to the outfield. Into left. 1 run scores. Armstrong holds at third. 15-10, St.Lazare. It's an RBI single. And in steps Cage McCumber, 1-for-1 with a walk, a single, a run scored, and an RBI. Warhawks are in double digits with 10, and McCumber fouls this one back and sends Bobby Kennedy reeling a bit. Closest I'm sure he's done to the limbo in 10 years. Me too, Bobby. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed, and quickly it's 0-2. Adair Hadani Cross on deck. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Here's the 0-2 to McCumber. Misses off the plate. Armstrong sent back at third. That's high.
Nice pitch.
That's high, and a full count. Good job here by Cage McCumber fighting back, was down 0-2 in the count. And now the 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up here. The 3-2. That misses, and a run scores. Cage McCumber, his 2nd run driven in. It's forced in by a walk. 15-11 St.Lazare. 1 out, and here is Cross, who was 1 for 2, singled and flew out in this contest. He also has an RBI. In the dirt. Horn thinking, and he'll just go back to third. 1-0 count. 15-11 St.Lazare. 3 runs in the inning for the Warhawks. Here's the windup. On the ground to short. That's snagged. Here's the throw down to first, and the bouncer gets away. And now Mayo's on his horse for run number 5. He scores. That is the 5th run of the inning. And ladies and gentlemen, if you like runs, hope you're enjoying our broadcast. St. Lazare 15, Kahnawake 13. We're going to the top of the fourth. Back to the action here at the Hospital Ball Field. Top of the fourth inning, 15-13, St. Lazare leading.
It's called the hospital ball field.
Down the first base line.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count here. Sky to third.
Come on. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's a fair ball.
Come on.
The throw to second. Not in time. Good job by Babineau extending a bloop single into a double. And the Mustangs will send Augie Waltz to bat. He is 1 for 2, has homered and also grounded out. And he's got a runner on second base here. Runner's going. And the runner makes it to third.
Let's go, Augie. Just in the outfield.
Ball gets back to the backstop, and a run scores. Babineau scores, and I think I really jinxed the whole nobody stealing home tonight. 16-13, St. Lazare leading.
Count as ball 2.
That misses. 3-0 the count. That pitch is behind Walls and will be a walk. Runner on first. And it's 16-13 St. Lazare here. Nobody out, 1 run in for the Mustangs here in the fourth. So I'm not sure if this is the open inning or not. That gets away, runner's taking off. Yeah, I'm fine. I just got a moth in my eye. Had a moth in my ear and a moth in my eye, and taking down a third is Waltz, and he's in there. Flying faster than the moths here, flying into my eyes and ears. It's 16-13, 1 run in for St. Lazare here in the top of the fourth. That's ball 3. The pitch. That misses. Goodley has to hurry. They score. And now the runner's going to second. Nobody covering. Good job by Horn getting over there. And now it's 17-13 St. Lazare here. It's Friday night football here under the lights at the Hospital Ball Field. Football score though, 17-13. It's definitely not the Detroit Lions scoring points. Meanwhile, over at first and taking off the second was Ring, and Travis is golden at second. 2 runs in and a runner at second base. And here is Avery Kalo stepping into bat. That's over the top. Runner's going to third. And it'll get by and into the outfield. Coming home and scoring is Ring. Three runs are home for St. Lazare. That'll make it 18-13. Justin Horn calls time.
Guys, come on now. Bobby, no.
Here's the pitch from Two Rivers that misses. So 3 runs are in for St.Lazare here. Three balls and a strike here on Avery Kalo. Walked twice and scored twice, and will walk a third time here, and is going to be on his horse getting over to first. Goodleaf throws it to the pitcher. So stepping into bat is Miles Pitero. He is 1 for 1 with a walk and 2 runs scored. Also has an RBI on the evening. Almost everybody tonight has an RBI on the evening. Hit on the ground, knocked down by Two Rivers. A throw to second. They got the runner at second. So 1 down. As Pitero reaches on a fielder's choice. 3 runs are in, and what would be run number 5 is in the bat now. That is Phil Buffard. That ball goes away. No stealing. It's a 5-run game. That's true. 18-13. Mustangs can't steal. One down here in the top of the 4th. Hit on the ground, back to Two Rivers. It gets by, and no one covering first. And now they got a runner and a run down, but they don't realize it. Going to third, and now possibly taking off and going to home is Pitero. He scores. Runner advances to second. It's 19-13. RBI double for Buffard. It's I actually really have to do the math here. 19-13, and a 6-run game. And taking 13 from 19 is not the hardest math I've ever had to commute, but it's unbelievable how many runs have scored today. If we had that scoreboard still in center field, the guy working the center field scoreboard would be getting a hardcore workout tonight. Be his CrossFit for the week. Here's the pitch. Oh!
You always say don't rub it.
Go back.
What? Okay. Yeah, sorry, I gotta take a quick time out here. Bobby Kennedy making a lot of us laugh here. Don't change, please. It's ball 4, 4-pitch walk.
Simon! Simon!
Just... Simon Cardell at the plate. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Upstairs and away. I'm sorry. Our umpire's really funny. Here's the 1-0 in the dirt. 2-0. I just hope he stops talking for a second. Oh, you know, it's the first game I've done this year where he's been the umpire. Forgot how funny this man was. The 2-0. Hit on the edge of the bat to third. That'll fly into left field. No one's on third. Here's a throw home. knocked down at third, and it deflects back to Slade on the mound. And the bases are now loaded for St.Lazare. Well, here's Doucette stepping into bat. He has walked and been hit by a pitch. 4 runs in for St.Lazare here. Swung on and missed. 19-13 in favor of St.Lazare. And now we've got Two Rivers requesting a new baseball. Oh.
And it immediately gets dirty.
And now we'll have to request a new ball as that one landed in the dirt. 1 strike on Doucette here.
Come on, Doucette.
That's in the dirt and it gets away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Exactly what the ump says.
Umpire says the count's loaded, sort of. I'm saying that the bases are loaded. 1-1-1 and 3 runners aboard. So 1 runner on first, 1 runner on second, 1 runner on third. Now it's 2-1. As that one missed away from Slade. The pitch from Two Rivers. Misses, and it's now a 3-1 count. 4 runs are in, by the way, for the Mustangs in this inning. It's 19-13. That's ball 4, and that'll force in a run. So St.Lazare maxes out in the 4th, and right now our score is 20-13. There's strike 1. So Patero has come on the mound here. And Goodleaf into bat has walked twice and has scored a run. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that hits the plate. Not the way you'd like to do so as a pitcher, though, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So Patero's 2-1. That's in there. And we've got an even count here, 2-2. Goodleaf, Shane Jacobs, and Kingston DeLille. The 3 Warhawks due up in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That's inside, and we've got a full count. Good eye by Goodleaf. And I have a feeling that if the Warhawks aren't able to score in this inning, that they might just call it, because it's already 1 hour 45 minutes in terms of length. That's in there. Strike 3, 1 down. So here's Shane Jacobs stepping into bat. He's been hit by a pitch and lined out to center field back in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. 1 down. Just missed. Good pitch by Patero. He just got to elevate it a little bit so that the ball gets to the knees rather than the ankles. The 1-0 offering. Upstairs, and a good job by Jacobs to lay off of that hot stuff and high stuff. 2-0. As Joel Norton, the first base coach, said, you don't want to look like you're chopping wood out there. Even though if you fuse these 2 jerseys together, it kind of looks like Lumberjacks. As that swung on and missed. 2-1. Kind of got caught there in between holding up and just swinging, and it's 2-1 the count now. Patero's pitch. A little late on the pitch was Jacobs, and it's an even count, 2-2, with one down here.
Marie, t'es là pendant 5 minutes. OK? 5 minutes. Mais pas des trois.
I think the Warhawks have to score 5 to keep the game going, or at least score a couple to keep the game going as this pitch misses. Here's the 3-1. In the dirt, that is ball 4. Jacobs gets a free pass. And here is Kingston DeLille, who has singled, driven in a run, and struck out 1 for 2 on the night. As we start to feel the cool, crisp breeze here by the water. Take that whichever way you will, as DeLille swings and misses to strike 1.
Come on.
Oh, I'm really regretting not wearing my hoodie right now. The 0-1 pitch coming up. DeLille lays off the high stuff, and it's an even count, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out, as I'm sure our umpire will let us know soon. That's in there, strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Pitaro. Runner's going to second. The throw, good backstop by the second baseman. And Jacobs is on second. 2-2 count on Kingston DeLille. Here's the delivery. Upstairs, good catch back there, and it's a full count, 3-2. Here's the pitch. That's high, and it's a walk for DeLille. And he hustles down to first. Good hustle down that first baseline. 2 runners aboard, 1 down, and back to the top of the lineup we go with Slade Two Rivers. 2 for 2, 3 runs scored, and 7 stolen bases on the evening. Which I don't think we've seen here. I don't think we've ever seen that until tonight. Hey, baby blue memories, where the memories happen. 2013. Not sure if Bobby called that a ball, but I believe it was. 1-1 count. Throw to first, gets away, and now the runners are going to advance. And now 2 runners are in scoring position for the Hawks. Shane Jacobs on third, Kingston DeLille on second. Slade Two Rivers at the dish. No runs in for the Warhawks in this inning. They're hoping to change that. Slade lumberjacks his way to a foul ball. That's a foul ball. Well, you like to see the hustle, even though the play was dead.
That was a good hustle. Ball.
There's a 2-strike pitch on Slade. That ball misses. Good stop back there, and We'll have a 2-2 count coming up here. Good stop by Walt back there. Pitaro trying to get out number 2. Inside, full count.
Let's go, Miles!
Neil Daibo on deck. Here's the delivery. That's strike 3, and there are 2 down. And for the first time tonight, Slade Two Rivers has been retired. There's 2 down, and in steps Neil Daibo. So 2 down. Here comes Neil Daibo. Neil stepping in. She has reached base 3 times. Hit by a pitch and drawn 2 walks. First base is open. So the play's at first, as they like to say. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, wall 1. That's in there. Even count 1-1. That's in there. Strike 2. And the Warhawks are down to their last strike, possibly.
Let's go, Miles!
Pitaro trying to shut the door on the Hawks.
The strike.
That's too high, though, and it's an even count. There you go. That's Bobby's favorite count right there.
So funny.
2-2-2. Pitaro winds. That is strike 3. And I believe that will do it. No.
What? Oh, game's not over.